the NFA cage, Gabe Corson.
Nice walkout song here. Gabe Corson coming to us out of Absolute Martial Arts with a fighting style of boxing and wrestling. Currently has a record of 1-1.
That one win does come by submission win with an armbar.
And he trains with Irfan Mulabatiminich. I probably said his last name right. Not sure, but Irfan is very talented. Very skilled striker, also purple belt in jiu-jitsu. The thing about Gabe is he also was a high school state qualifier for wrestling and a BJJ blue belt. So probably very grappling heavy fight coming forward here, but you never know. He might be working on his stand-up. He's claiming boxing.
Well, like Adam said about the arm bars, his last two fights he threw up a lot of arm bars. Though sometimes though he did throw, it seemed like he kind of rushed them, got himself in a bad position. So let's see if he's kind of improved on that. Maybe not rushing submissions as much.
Said he's added more time for strength conditioning and boxing. We'll see how much of the boxing gets put into play here.
And if I recall, his loss was a decision loss, wasn't it?
I believe so.
So that I mean,
yeah.
so he's got full fight experience there too, going the distance.
22 years old.
And he does say, Gabe does say his diet and his dieting and workout regimens are very, very strict. That probably comes from his 11 years. He says in combat sports, I'm going to say it's probably 11 years mostly with just wrestling. But that's, you know, wrestlers have a different mindset. They're mentally strong.
It's a great foundation.
Oh, plus you got to make that 145 weight limit too.
And now his opponent making his way to the NFA cage, Gregory Inman.
Gregory Inman says he's a freestyle fighter. He's 2-0 with 2 wins by submission. So with 2 wins by submission and you know his opponent has the 1 win by submission, I'm excited to see if this goes to the ground.
Well, teammate Ray Hayes has just competed right ahead of him. They're both out of Parabellum. And we saw a slick submission in the previous fight. And this looks like it could be grappling heavy, very submission based as well, but maybe they'll surprise us, negate each other, and end up standing.
A lot of times that always happens. You know, Parabellum Fight Team, they've proven that they do have a skillful team. They've got good coaches. And you know, one thing that Greg said was, this is his passion. He said, I don't care if I win, lose, or draw. I'm coming out there and always trying to show the best version of myself. So I believe mentally he's ready to rock and roll. And this should be a great featherweight bout in the NFA division.
Yeah, like you said, this was his dream. He stayed out of the crowds. He said he didn't have a whole lot of friends per se growing up because they didn't want to focus on dreams. He wanted to focus on his dream being an MMA fighter. Now he's doing his part to live it. He looks excited to get in there too. One thing I know is it does look like there's a slight size advantage to Gabe.
Yeah, that's what I was physically looking at. On paper, they look about the same, but looking at it, it looks like, you know, Gabe's just a little bit bigger.
That's probably why Gabe has to be so strict.
Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the NFA featherweight division, brought to you tonight by Impact Mount Guards. And now introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This boxer, wrestler, stands 5'8", weighed in 145.7 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 1 win, 1 defeat. That win coming by way of submission. Representing Absolute Martial Arts and fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Gabe Corson. His opponent across the cage to my left, fighting out of the red corner is a freestyle fighter, standing 5'8", weighed in 145 pounds. He holds an amateur record, 2 wins, 0 defeats, with both wins coming by way of submission. Representing Parabellum and fighting out of Waynesville, Missouri, Gregory, the Outcast Inman. Your referee, Zach Tybris.
go, guys. I actually think that Gabe's going to come out and pump a jab and then look for that takedown. Ooh, nice inside leg kick. I was wrong.
He was your typical wrestler during the beginning.
Ooh, big right hand.
Nice
Wow,
bombs.
Gabe throwing some bombs. Nice
Said he
body
wanted to
shot
use
right
his
there.
boxing.
Well, he's kicking.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, there's a tie up.
Used those strikes to get in and got stuck with a little bit of a. Got an underhook there. I can't tell if the other side's both double unders. Nice knees.
Double unders. Yeah, he's got double unders right now. And a break.
Disengages.
Well, the whole time before the fight started, Gabe would not stop moving. So he's going to be full of energy.
Ooh, big
Oh,
right,
dropped
big
him,
right
dropped
hand
him.
drops him. Ooh, up kick.
Nice.
Gotta watch those. Control
Oh,
the
he
feet.
lets him up. He lets him up. I bet a big right hand's
Ooh.
coming.
Look for that softball uppercut. Good
Body
body.
shots. But I really
High
like
low.
how Gabe's
Body.
going. You know,
Oh,
head
there
body,
it is
head
again.
body. Rocked him with that one again.
He's hurt.
The referee's going to step in here if this doesn't, if Greg doesn't start showing a little defense.
Nice little outside trip.
Yeah, Greg.
See, and that's just the wrestler in you. Even though he's winning the striking exchanges, sometimes it's just there and you can't help yourself. Moves
Yeah,
the mount
it's
here.
almost a mercy trip in a way. Oh,
Trying to
wait,
lock
wait,
up a
wait
leg.
a minute.
I don't think we can do heel hooks, though.
Can't
so
do
we
heel
gotta
hooks.
be
Gotta
careful.
be straight.
And I actually like that rule. Yes, it limits you, but it saves the fighter.
Well, especially at the amateur level.
Knees to the body.
You don't ruin your career before it starts.
You know, right here, Gabe is showing a lot of, variety in his strikes. He's going body, body, head. A lot of times you don't see that in these amateur levels.
No, they focus
Oh.
too much on head hunting.
Greg's surviving, though.
I just wonder if he can keep this pace up for, another round if need be. We're less than a minute in the first round to go.
It looks like he's starting to slow it down a bit.
Well, Greg Inman is definitely showing that he is extremely tough.
Oh,
Greg
yeah.
is weathering that storm. He
Wow.
absolutely is.
Just going to say, he had every opportunity to ask out, and he's like, nope, no thank you. Still in it.
And that's somebody that won't quit.
Big right hand sneaks through. Oh, that power. Is that a power?
Oh.
Nope. Hard to see where I was at. I thought he was going for that guillotine. But a lot of these wrestlers will avoid the guillotine and just do like a front headlock position.
Good
That
sprawl.
wrestling sprawl right there.
Good wrist control there, though. Get back up.
What a first round for Gabe Corson here.
Gabe-
I wouldn't give it a 10-8 round, but I can see if one of the judges do.
Gabe Corson looking very polished there. His striking looked really explosive, really good. Going high, going low, back up to the head. And Greg Inman just hanging in there like this and staying tough. Guys like this, man, might be able to stay in long enough, get a second win back. And if Gabe starts to fade, he may surprise you.
Absolutely. Now, would you either of you guys give this a 10-8 round? I mean, he was close. I say he was close to a finish a couple times, but I mean,
And he did drop him.
he did
drop him.
absolutely.
I mean, yeah, I would be fine with the 10-8 rounds.
Dropped him, got the mount. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. Greg got out of those positions. So
But Gabe did also control every aspect. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, a 10-8 round. I would.
Well,
They're hard to get, though. They are hard to get.
Yeah, but I'm anxious to see Greg Inman here. I'm sorry, Gabe Corson's, conditioning. If he's gonna be able to keep that pace up again.
He's breathing heavy, but, wrestlers can recharge pretty quick.
Nice switch kick right there to the body.
I want to point out Greg's looking very composed after what he went through.
Nice outside leg kick.
In between rounds, he went to the wrong corner and looked a
Ooh,
little
teep kick.
confused. But he's looking like he's back in it.
Oh,
good
nice
sweep.
takedown. Beautiful
Another outside
takedown
sweep.
right into side control.
This is where he needs to be patient, not rush anything.
Greg needs to get his hips away and start trying to get that guard back.
Greg throwing some knees from the bottom. Waited for him to shrimp in and then started lighting his face up.
Oh,
See, Gabe's got that arm around the backside, which was, stopping him from actually getting out and getting that and shrimping back in to get that guard back.
Good little front roll.
This is frustrating when you got a heavy wrestler on top of you, and they're almost letting you move like a wet blanket.
Gave up his back
He
there
rushed
coming
that,
out.
yeah.
Oh,
He
but,
did. I
he
was
only had
not a
one
fan
hook.
of that.
He only had one hook in when he did that.
but Gabe ends up on top here.
Let's see if Gabe can turn this round around. Round.
Now, this is where Gabe needs to be patient and work for something and trying to change his fight around.
Yeah, he's trying to pass that guard, try to get to mount.
It's like the fight's not over. You don't need to rush yet. You've lost one round, but you need to make a statement this round, though.
He had the open guard step over to mount if he wanted to. There he goes, gets that mount, going to stretch him out.
Leg binding.
Now
It's a high mount.
yeah, it's a very high mount against that cage. Takes the
Right.
back.
Oh, there we
he's,
go.
he's looking for a
His hook's
choke.
in.
He's got his hooks in, yep.
So this is where the wrestling is not the best because you're not used to being on your back, so it's very unfamiliar territory. But I look at Gabe Corson to explode and turn into him, and then be back into Greg Inman's
He's trying to use his leg to trap that arm.
Looks like he's getting it too.
Yep.
Now it opens
There
up
we
for
go.
that choke.
Oh,
He's got
there
the
we
choke
go.
in
Got his
there.
hand on that shoulder.
Yeah, but
You
he's
can
he's
choke somebody out like
There
that.
Oh,
is.
there it is. He's getting
There
in.
it is. Gotta get that. He's prying the wrong arm.
He's
now.
got he's
Gabe
under
did
the
a
chin.
great job of getting that hand in there.
Absolutely, but Greg Inman, I'm going to give him the credit right here for getting this position. He's got the arm trapped.
Well, and again, that bounce back from having a rough round to now being able to keep your composure and push through
And
it.
then he look, that's beautiful. He's short time.
Now
He's gonna
I'd be okay with him rushing something here. Obviously.
He's got the choke.
Can you hold on? He
Time
held
is
on.
up.
He held on.
He's out. Oh, I thought.
Oh, I did.
He
I
actually looked like
it
he was
looked like he was
sleeping.
out. You're not
From
wrong.
the view we had, he looked like he was sleeping.
I think he was just relaxing.
What a round by Greg Inman.
Yeah.
Definitely won that round. I think he needs to finish to get the win.
Man, this is a night where it's really fun to do this.
It is. There's a lot of times, the fights are, and they happen where they're real quick, and it's not an uneven match. It's just one punch puts someone lights out or something like that, and it happens all night. This is another great fight.
The way Greg turned that around, and he just kind of ran out of time.
Uh-huh.
Gabe got his hand up there to defend that second hand from coming up and actually pulling that choke across. That's what saved him in that moment.
They're really shaking out Gabe's arms, and he looks like he's having a hard time breathing, to where Greg's looking composed, short breaths. But again, though, we know wrestlers can usually recharge pretty quick. So.
Yeah. Or they just don't care and do it anyway,
Fair.
It's just-
Also fair. It's that, yeah, they don't know better.
I'll deal with this tiredness later.
Yeah, I think Gabe Corson's going to come out and
Anybody's
land
fight.
some of those big shots right now because Greg Inman's coming out. He knows what he's got to do.
Anybody's fight now.
Good inside leg kick.
Oh,
good
nice
answer
right hand
back.
from Inman.
Yeah, he answered back.
If I was Inman here, I'd try to keep that distance. Good body shot. Nice knee from Inman.
Oh,
head kick
that was
lands.
shin. That was
I think
shin.
it lands.
Yep,
Wow.
that was shin.
Now right here, this is a different type of fight. Now that Gabe is on top,
He
gonna
swept
have
that
that-
leg through right into a takedown. That was beautiful.
heavy wrestler pressure here is very frustrating.
Staying tight on him. trying to
But he's
keep
got a
it
long
moving.
time, and Inman is definitely, I think, a little bit better of a jiu-jitsu practitioner. Not going to say a better grappler, but a better jiu-jitsu practitioner. Throwing up that high guard right there, he's kind of flexible.
Yeah, trying to look for a version of a rubber guard.
I've never been a fan of the rubber guard.
I only ever used it to really rest, to be honest with you. It's if I was hurt. But, yeah, I mean, there are some people with really good rubber guards that can really hurt you with them, too.
Well, I train with a guy named Thomas, who he's like Gumby with that stuff, and he likes using it. Again, even with him, I'm not a big fan of it, so maybe he understands it a little bit more. Got a triangle attempt here.
He beat that hand. He's got it.
He's got the triangle attempt, and he's got a minute and a half left. This is gonna be a slow choke.
He needs to get higher up on the foot. I
He-
can't quite see the angle he's
Gabe
got.
needs to-
He's got the arm.
He's got the lock. What he needs to do is reach up and grab his own shin to really sink that triangle choke in there.
Gabe needs to push him on that cage to try to release some of that too. Make him uncomfortable.
And then straight arm lock with the other arm. I think his corners, he's trying to punch his way out of this triangle. Being on the cage right here is not helping that where the lock is at for his feet.
No, and he's close to losing it here.
There he goes. Now he's making that transition. There we go. There we go.
Too much of a gap off the back of the head where his leg is.
I agree.
Hope you're right.
But Jordan, being a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, sees that right away. Just switch to an arm
switch
bar.
to an arm bar. That'd be the move. Yep. There you go. That's a dangerous
That's
arm
tight.
bar.
That is a tight arm bar. I can't see where the elbow's at.
He's crossing his legs. Shouldn't cross his legs. It's going to help him roll out.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah.
See now if it does go to the judge.
Oh,
Inman rolls over on top.
Oh, there we go.
He's got a crucifix right now. Just start punching. Absolutely.
Is he up close to a twister? No. Okay.
Hey guys, I think Greg Inman just stole this fight.
I think Greg just stole it, yeah.
Unless it's a 10-8.
Unless it's a 10-8
round, but Greg Inman just showed
great heart.
Exactly what his skill set is. Wow, what a fight, boys.
Amazing
Greg
fight.
Inman, tough as nails.
We've had some.
That first round, he went through some hell, and then he just comes through, throws up some submissions, got some sweeps. That was impressive.
Like I said, he looked very lost and confused by the end of the first round, and all of a sudden by the beginning of the second round, he was composed, ready to go back to work, and he did. I mean,
And you know, like we say 10-8 rounds, I don't think there's a judge here that's going to give him this, but that could have been a 10-8 round for the triangle that almost finished the fight. It depends on how you look at it, because if I hit you and I drop you and I get on top and throw a couple of shots, and then you recover, that could be a 10-8 round because you almost finished the fight.
I do see what you're saying, but with MMA judges, with Gabe getting a takedown and all that, it's probably going to be a 10-9.
Yeah, Mike Kendall's going to make this official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and all 3 judges score this bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Gregory the Outcast.
I do think that's the right call, guys.
I agree. I say it's the right call. It just depends on how you want to score that first round. If you feel generous and want to give out 10-8s.
Gabe Corson's going to learn for this because that kid's a monster. Greg, it was his night.
In that first round for you, he was catching you with some stuff, but you prevailed. You're able to control the second and the third round and decisively win this bout. Congratulations. Anything that you'd like to say out here?
Just want to say I'm the underdog, and that's how I like it to be, man.
Absolutely. Anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's?
My coaches, my teammates, sparring partners. Want to thank my family and everybody else for supporting me. God above.
Absolutely. Congratulations one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Gregory the Outcast Inman.